Hi, third grade thinkers. It's Miss Burbank here. Happy Wednesday, December 5th. I hope that everyone's doing well on this cold, wet night. I wanted to post a video about tonight's homework and to help lay out how we do distributive property when we're working with arrays. Now remember, we use the distributive property to help us break down bigger problems into smaller ones that we are more familiar with. So for example, here it asks us to do 6 groups of 3. Now, I know that we already know the commutative property where we can flip-flop factors to get the same product, but let's just pretend for a second that we don't know what 6 groups of 3 equals. And what a good strategy might be is to break it into smaller parts that we do know. So here they've already done the array for us. You can see that there are 6 groups and there are 3 in each group, but then they broke it into 2 smaller groups. This top array that is colored in gray is represented by the equation 4 groups of 3. You can see that because there are 4 groups and 3 in each group. Then down here into the non-colored array, they have broken it into 2 groups of 3. And that's represented here with the equation 2 times 3. They're asking you to find the product of those 2 equations represented by the drawings or the diagram of the array. And then this is where it can get a little confusing. We normally do not see equations stacked up like this. Mathematicians like to put their math problems horizontally. And so that's what they've done. They've taken through 4 times 3 and put it here. And they've taken 2 groups of 3 and they've put it here. And they want you to add them up because we started with a bigger group of 3, and remember, they broke it up. So they want you to put it back together again. So here what you're going to do is you're going to take the products of 4 groups of 3 and 2 groups of 3, and you're going to put those in these 2 blanks. Now, we've done this in class before. So you would do 4 groups of 3 equals what? That would go here. It's going to match the number that is up in this area. They're going to be the same because remember, they've just moved the equations down. And then for 2 groups of 3, you're going to put that answer here, which again would match the number up here. All right, the next step is now we're going to continue to move down. Now they've added the 4 and the 2 back together again. There's 4 groups of 3 and there's 2 groups of 3. They've put it back together again now to equal 6 groups of 3. And they want you to now just bring down those totals. Again, when we're doing math, we like to work in a horizontal line moving down as we calculate or solve parts of the problem. So here, when we finish, okay, as you finish, you'll know that this is 12. You'll know that this is 6. And those numbers will want to be put back into this equation in order to get this final equation, 6 groups of 3 equals 18. So that would just be followed all the way down. And you're going to check if it's true. Is 6 groups of 3 18? Yes. Is 12 plus 6 18? Yes. And there you finish the problem. All right, I'm going to leave the 7 groups of 3 to you. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you in the morning. Bye, third grade thinkers.